Hey Rockstars, it's Jack here at 360 Fitness. Coming at you today with a super quick video. We're going to be talking about workout progressions that have nothing to do with just increasing the weight. So I see so many times beginners kind of go wrong in the gym right off the bat is when they're just starting out, they're thinking that they just constantly have to lift more weight. And it happens to us all, but usually like form breaks down, technique breaks down, an injury occurs, you hit a plateau, it's frustrating, so you just quit altogether. So we're going to talk about 4 cool little super simple things you can do to progress your workouts without just grabbing heavier weights, because usually that's like the last thing you need to do before you kind of conquer all these. So these are kind of small little bumps you need to get over before you get over the mountain. So number 1 is tempo. Tempo is just kind of like how long it takes for you to lift that weight. Slow it down. Time under tension, so putting the muscle under more tension over a longer period of time with the same load is just as good as increasing your weight but going faster. So slow it down. So the concentric and eccentric, slow that movement down, go at a better tempo. Trust me, this is going to be the most important one. Slow it all down, okay? Focus on your tempo. Number 2, supersets. Supersets are just a fancy way to say combining 2 exercises back to back. Usually they're antagonistic exercises, but it's a great way for you to do 2 exercises back to back and not cannibalize each other. For instance, I'm going to be doing a push exercise supersetted with a pull exercise. It's not going to fatigue the same muscle groups, and you're going to be able to do twice as much activity in the same amount of time. And it's great too because you're going to burn a little bit more calories and you get twice as much done in half the time. This is something we utilize at 360 all the time with our clients. Number 3, something we also utilize at 360 is eccentrics. Focusing on the eccentric movement or the negative movement or the lowering of the movement is super, super important. So let's say that we're doing a push exercise again. When I push away, that's my concentric. The muscles are shortening and contracting. As I'm doing eccentric, my muscles are lengthening and almost like breaking against the force. And that's like 2, 3, 4, 5 times as much strength in an eccentric movement than there is in a concentric. So really focus on that. You're able usually to do more reps, sets, even heavier weights if you focus on the eccentric movement first and really slow that down. So for instance, let's say we're doing a push-up. This is the floor, by the way. I'm going to be doing a 1 second concentric and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 second eccentric. So you can do, more reps and sets with that, but trust me, you do that with a few movements, you're really going to feel it. 4th, last but not least, frequency. This just means hitting that movement more often, okay? So if you're doing 2 upper body workouts in a week, do 3, okay? Do 4, do 5. And you don't need to work out more, you just need to hit that body part or hit that group or hit that movement more often. So hit it more frequent. Okay, so if you're doing the push-ups again, it's not like you need to add weight to your push-ups, throw things in your back. You just, and do it like once a week. Do push-ups 2 to 3 times a week, but not increase the load. Trust me, the frequency will add up. Let's go over it again. Tempo, slow that movement down. It's super important. Superset, antagonistic relationship exercises, so pushes and pulls, knee flexion, knee extension, hip flexion, hip extension. Opposites, you get the idea. Eccentrics, focus on the negative weights, the braking mechanism of the lift, and frequency. Hit that movement, hit that exercise more often, under less load. Do those 4 things and you can progress in your workouts super awesome, super fast, and see great results without just having to increase the load, which usually leads to bad form, bad technique, and hurting yourself. Get out of there. Talk to you soon.